Hey everybody, Alex from SeemsGoodMagic.com here. We're back doing Swiss. Alright, opened Endbringer, which is a pretty bomb spell. There's also Oblivion Strike in here, but Endbringer's really good. Pings on your turn, your opponent's turn, just constantly untapping. It attacks well, it blocks well. It's got a utility ability that's pretty useful. I'd probably take it. I think it's actually bombier than Oblivion Strike, but then again, I mean, Oblivion Strike deals with it. And those are the only two cards in this pack worth considering, I think. Alright, I think I want the Endbringer. This card is really good. From my very few experiences playing with it, I was pretty impressed. Very versatile. Alright, we'll take it. Do like Oblivion Strike too, but we're going to take the sweet 6-drop. That sweet, sweet 6-drop. Alright. Tyrant's good. I mean, someone took an uncommon over it, but this card is really good too. One time I played it, very impressed. Obviously you want to surge it, but there's no colorless mana in here for us. And Seed Guardian's pretty good. I mean, Tyrant's got to be the strongest card in here, for sure. I'm going to take it. Probably still have to put it up at about 7 mana, because that's how much mana you're going to have to pay that turn to be able to play it. Alright, we could take a Waste, but Embodiment's very strong. We can find colorless mana later, I think. Embodiment's very good. It definitely seems like the strongest card remaining in this pack, I would say. I do like Void Grafter. I want to play this card someday, but blue-green is a tough archetype to get into. Let's just take the Embodiment. Okay. What do we got now? We've got Waste, Cultivator Drone, Hedron Crawler, Ondu War Cleric. I probably want the Hedron Crawler. Our curve is already looking a bit top-heavy, and turn 2 Hedron Crawler, turn 3 Embodiment, turn 4 swing for 7 seems pretty good. Plus, you want the Crawler over the Cultivator Drone because it can pay for anything, whereas Cultivator Drone can only pay for colorless permanents. Yeah, we're going to take the Crawler here. Okay, I like Reality Hemorrhage. And I mean, there's Path Warden in here. I just like Reality Hemorrhage, especially since we've already got a good late game brew going. I think we want the removal. Unknown Shores would be good too. Obviously, it pays for Endbringer. But we're just going to take this Reality Hemorrhage. I love Boulder Salvo. I think it's a great card. I mean, I want to pick up these wastes, but maybe we get lucky and wheel one. Boulder Salvo is great, though. Very good card. Guess we can put it in the 4 mana slot. That's probably where you're most often going to play it. Ideally. Okay, so wheeled onto... Well, I think we probably want a second Crawler. Our curve is already looking a little bit top-heavy. Plus, we want to be able to play Endbringer. And being able to surge out a Tyrant as early as possible seems really good. I love Tar Snare. Ondu War Cleric is a great card. But we're going to take the War Crawler, or Hedron Crawler, rather. Okay, well, we tabled Wastes. I guess we'll take it. Currently, still mono red, which is a good place to be. There is a Netcaster Spider, which is pretty good. Some people just say Waste is not good. I disagree. I think having one Waste is a good idea because of Pilgrim's Eye and Evolving Wilds out of pack 3. I think it's a good way to sort of up your chances of getting Wastes out there. Who knows? Maybe we'll find some more Colorless Matters cards. We've got an entire new pack to look at in regards to that. Well, Blinding Drone's a really good card. We've got Hedron Crawlers and a Waste already. I think Pathfinder's good too, but I'd rather, if we could play the Blinding Drone, I would. The fact that it wields a good sign. None of these cards really matter that much. I mean, Bonesaw turns on Surge. This just does not strike me as a deck that's probably going to want to end up playing Bonesaw. But then again, I'm not going to play Abstruse Interference. I'm not going to play any of these other cards. Loam Larva is okay. It finds Waste as well. But it's not a very good card, I don't think. Puts it on top of your library. We're going to take the Bonesaw. Likely not playing it. Alright, I'm going to take the Waste now. The second one. I think it's alright. Yeah, we'll just take Waste. I don't really care. If we end up with more Colorless Matters cards, we're really going to get rewarded for having these. If we end up with that Waste Walker card, I mean, we just didn't give up much to take these Wastes, so seems fine. Witnessian's okay. I just don't think we're going to play Bonesaw. I'll just take it, whatever. I mean, Blinding Drone looks really good in here now. And Inbringer looks like something I can pretty easily play in here as well. Sure. Take the Natural State. Take a Forest. And deck's looking pretty good after pack 1. We got, I would say, 8 pretty solid playables. Our colorless mana base is there. So we can play any number of Colorless Matters cards at this point. As of now, I probably would not play 3 Wastes in this deck, but if we end up with some more like Spatial Contortion, more Blinding Drones, I think these could definitely make their way in. I wanted this for my deck. I kind of want to take it, but it's not worth that much. But otherwise, we take like a Sweep Away. I think actually, Wandering Fumarole seems fine since it both fixes and it's not worth much, but we give up like a Sweep Away, which I guess is good. But if I'm taking a blue card, I wouldn't mind the fixing. Plus, it's an actual manland. I mean, there's not a ton of manlands. Toll Collector doesn't matter. Free Runner's okay. This doesn't quite strike me as a free runner deck, but it's still okay. Soothsayer's pretty awesome. We don't have any allies to support it. War Cleric's always good. Seer's Lantern's pretty good. I think we're going to take the mainland here. Okay, could take a second Reality Hemorrhage. There's Dwar Isle Avenger. Flare Drone, Warden of Geometries. I'm pretty cool with Reality Hemorrhage most of the time. Dwar Isle Avenger is very good too, though. We don't look like we can easily surge things, although we have the crawlers to help. Usually you just take removal. Like, we pass a lot of Ondu Work Lyrics, so I want to be able to kill them. And Zulaport Chain Mage and stuff. There's, like, important black-white cards this kills. Plus, taking down the Omega aggro to help us get to our late game. It also makes us... It's a card that works pretty well with Surge, actually. Alright, we're going to take the Hemorrhage. This deck kind of needs some card advantage. We have good early removal. We have good early ramp. But I guess this is card advantage. Let's see. We can take a Sweep Away now. We can take Maw of Kozilek. I think actually Maw looks pretty good in this deck. I like Sweep Away. This doesn't exactly strike me as a Sweep Away deck. It definitely strikes me as a Maw of Kozilek deck. All the colorless lands. This guy's very good if you get, if you have the colorless mana to use with it. It becomes very versatile. I think we're going to take it. Blocks well, too. Stoneforge Masterwork. We have Construct, Eldrazi. Got a few Eldrazi. I mean, what else is in here? Could take the Pathfinder. This is a Colorless Matters cards. Colorless Matters card. Probably just want the second Boulder Salvo in retrospect. I'm not sure we have enough of a cohesive... We could end up with enough of a, consistent creature type where Stoneforge Masterwork, gets better, but... Isolation Zone's good. I guess we only have one blue card, right? Let's see. Captain's Clause. It's kind of cool. I don't like that the ally comes in tapped and attacking, though. Definitely makes it worse. Could take the Containment Membrane. We only have Blinding Drone, but Blinding Drone is definitely good in this deck. What pick is this? There's 3, 6, 9, 10, 11. So, what? 5th pick Isolation Zone? Could be a sign. I'm just going to take the Membrane, though. I think it's a good card. Alright. I think I want this second Mauve Kozilek. I kind of want to go deep on these. They just block well and attack well. Another Membrane wouldn't be bad. Void Shatter's okay. We're going to take Maw, though. Oath of Jace. Draw 3, discard 2. It's not bad. Could take Free Runner. It's not really a Free Runner deck, but it's fine. Oath of Jace is never really... It's not super exciting. It's okay. I guess Oath helps us if we get mana flooded. You can pocket a couple lands and then, you know, draw 3, discard 2, basically. Comparative Analysis is okay. I don't really like it. I think it's card advantage, something this deck probably wants, but it's not my favorite. I guess I'd rather just have the removal. We've got plenty of removal. This one doesn't work well with Surge, in my opinion, since you really want to do it when your opponent's attacking, but whatever. Ancient Crab, Seer's Lantern. Guess this is another, it's not exactly card advantage. Could take the Free Runner, the Toll Collector. Ancient Crab blocks. Probably don't need more block. I guess we'll take the Seer's Lantern. Could be useful. Gambit is at least a good sideboard card. Slip Through Space. I don't think we're doing Bonesaw, by the way. Yeah, I guess we'll take it. Wow. Some good black-white cards. I think Work Lyric's more annoying than Chain Mage. I'd rather have them pay 4 mana for something I can kill. Strider Harness. Not going to play Expedite. Not going to play Strider Harness either, I guess, but whatever. Looks like some late white cards for sure. But we have some pretty good cards in blue, actually. Blinding Drone is, all-star in this deck. Membrane's good. Oath is, we'll find out, I guess. Ulamog, nice. Well, the funny thing is we probably have the ramp to play Ulamog, considering we've got Seer's Lantern, double Hedron Crawler. Let's just get rid of this. I like Dampening Pulse, too. Incubator Drone would be fine. Hedron Archive's very good. Ramp but we got to take Ulamog. Got to take the Ulamog. Outnumber, still a little bit creature light for that. Rune Processor's good. We don't have any way to exile, do we? No, we don't. Well, I guess this technically, but we can more justifiably play an 18 land deck if we have enough ramp too, 18 lands plus. I don't mind getting another big threat, even though it makes Surge harder to play. I feel like Stonemaker's okay. It's not great. I'd rather go for better top end. Maybe we wheel Mist Intruder. This card's a lot less interesting now. That processing is more difficult. I could take the Outnumber. I just feel like I don't really quite have enough creatures to support that. I'm going to take the Rune Processor. I just like this card. All right, Touch the Void. Well, that turns on our rune processor. And nothing else we care about. We'll take it. This deck's actually coming together pretty nicely. We've got huge top end, but we have good kind of early stuff too. Early ramp. The Maws, I think, are kind of all-stars in this deck. And we're not super color intensive either. Alright, what do we got now? Shatterskull Recruit, Titan's Presence, which currently works with, so it's 2 damage. So we have 1, 2. It doesn't really work with Blinding Drone that well. 3, 4, 5 creatures. Titan's Presence might get there. It also is a way to turn on Rune Processor, which I like. Otherwise, yeah. Otherwise, what am I taking? Shatterskull Recruit. We'll take the Titan's Presence. Currently, I don't think it's quite good enough, but we could get lucky and find 2, 3, 4, 5. I need like 2 more colorless guys to really be able to play Titan's Presence, I think. 5 is not quite getting there. I don't love Valakut Predator in this deck, but might still be the pick. I don't think Slide Runner's that good in this deck either. Problem with Predator is it doesn't defend well, which this deck kind of wants, but I think we take it anyway. It's just, it beats down well. Ugin's Insight is fantastic. Huge pickup for us here. Kind of something I really wanted in this deck too. Stone Fury is a nice pickup. I might take the Invoker just because we're creature light. I think Titan's Presence has to get the boot now. Yeah, I'm actually going to take Invoker. We've already got double Hemorrhage, Blinding Drone Sweep Away, Membrane, double Boulder Salvo. Invoker's just a good mana sink, especially with all this ramp. Yeah, Invoker can take a game over. I love that it's like dual action in this deck. Blocks early, takes over games late. I guess we'll take the Looming Spires. I don't think I need Scour from Existence. It does turn on Rune Processor too, but we've got enough removal and we have enough top end. Just going to take the Spires. These lands, the blue, the red, and the white are pretty playable in my opinion. All right. Not really a Spell Shrivel deck, not really a Scour deck. I guess Spell Shrivel does turn on Rune Processor. Turning on Rune Processor is actually pretty important. When you cast a spell, you really want to gain 5 life with it. Yeah, I just don't think I'm going to play Scour. I'm not sure I'm going to play Spell Shrivel either, but I'll consider it. Everything else seems very, very good in this deck. I did get the Mist Intruder back. I could take it. I could play it. I guess we're... Wish I had more rewards for ingesting, but maybe take it anyway. I don't think I need a Skyline Cascade. It's okay. Mist Intruder would have never wheeled back in triple BFZ. I'm going to take the foil land, actually. Foil full art is pretty cool. Eyeless Watcher is really good archetypal card. Molten Nursery, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Wow. Somehow Molten Nursery is playable in here. I'm not sure if we're going to play it, but it is playable in here. It's kind of cool. That's our 2-drop slot is like pure devoid. Yeah, I probably don't need the nursery. I mean, it's cool. You don't really need to count our top end. Like, counting Ulamog towards Molten Nursery seems a bit unnecessary. Just paying 10 mana to get that 1 extra damage is like, you know. The 2-drop is a good argument with Molten Nursery, I think, but it's just isn't really a Molten Nursery deck. It lets you ping away, which is cool, but we're creature light, and I don't want to cut creatures. I'd rather cut stuff we don't need. I guess Spell Shrivel or Spell Shrivel rather, can get the boot. I think the Nursery is going to get the boot. And then we want to cut one more card. I mean, I told you Predator was not great in here, but it just, we're creature light enough where I think I want it. I think I'm still going to play the Mist Intruder too, even though I don't love it in here either. It's, I guess, a way to turn on Surge late game. I don't know. Probably cut Sweep Away, maybe. I think Sweep Away is good. Our removal is what? Double Reality Hemorrhage, Membrane, Touch of the Void, Double Boulder Salvo, Ulamog in the late. Well, I still think I'd rather cut Sweep Away. I think I want to keep all my creatures. I kind of want to keep Oath of Jace. Oath of Jace and Ugin's Insight are just, well, maybe I don't need both. The reason I wanted to keep Oath of Jace is because I'm going to run 18 lands and we have ramp. It's just really nice to be able to draw with 3 mana, but considering we already have Ugin's Insight and Endbringer as like card draw engines, I may just, and Seer's Lantern's not card advantage, but increases your card quality, especially when you're flooded. I guess I dump Jace. I keep wanting to play this, but I think I'd still rather have Sweep Away. Like, this just protects you well, even when you're not playing tempo. It's just a nice thing to leave up. Buy you time. All right. I mean, I think this deck's actually pretty cool. It's a pretty cool deck. Bring in the Fumarole, bring in the Looming Spires. How many wastes do I want? So colorless matters for Blinding Drone, Endbringer, and that's it. Nope, two Maw of Kozilek's. If I play 3 wastes, what's our mana base look like? Because I need more red than blue, but I need double blue. It would look something like 9 red, 7 blue. That's not bad, actually. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Yeah, I could probably pretty easily get away with 3 wastes in here. I could go to 2 wastes, bring up the island count, and then I have 9 red, 8 blue, and I still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sources of colorless mana. 5 seems fine. I think we're going to dump a waste. I'm just going to make my mana slightly better. So we're going to play, we have 5 ways to get colorless, which should be enough. Just want to make sure we're hitting our colors, you know. You kind of want double blue. You want 8 sources if you got Ugin's Insight. You want to be able to cast that when you need it. And Maw of Kozilek still functions as a 2/5. You don't need to activate it multiple times, I don't think. I like this deck. I do like this deck. It's cool. It's got a lot of removal. Certainly has enough end game. And we have a man land on top of that too, so it's really like 14 creatures in here. Not bad. What do I rate this deck as? We've got ramp, we have card draw, we have removal. Got good late game. Got some bomminess. I want to rate this deck high because we have enough early game too. Yeah, I like this deck. We don't have any... What's our hardest removal spell? I guess Boulder Salvo. So we have a lot of removal, but none of it's like broken. I'm going to give this deck a 7.5 out of 10. I like the way it looks. I like our end game plan. I like our mana base. I like our blockers. The only, I guess, weakness of this deck is like Omega big creatures might be difficult to deal with if they're played early enough, but we still have Membrane and Blinding Drone, so even Omega big creatures we have potential answers to. So yeah, I'm going to rate this deck 7.5 out of 10. All right, we'll see you round 1.